Hey guys, welcome back to Defeating Hair Loss. My name is Steve. Bobby, welcome back.
Yes, sir. What's up, Steve?
How you doing?
Doing great.
How's your hair doing?
Even better.
I can see that.
You can see that, yeah. Knew I was seeing you,
Man, I'm
Steve.
jealous of his hair.
Appreciate it.
Hey, you look great.
Thank you.
You're putting on a little bit of muscle, huh?
I'm trying to catch up to you one day, Steve.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my role model, Steve Michaels.
Did they have a couple telephone books for me to sit on yet? I love having fun with him. He's awesome. Yeah, I got to turn back the clock here, Bobby. So what am I going to do? Hit the gym, baby. Hey, tonight we're going to talk about what if you made a bad decision about your hair transplant clinic, or what if we made a bad decision about our hair transplant clinic. Now, obviously we didn't, Bobby.
Thankfully.
You had Dr. McGrath at McGrath Medical in Austin, and guess what? I had Dr. McGrath at but a lot of times I get some patients that contact me that feel they've made a bad decision. A lot of times it's immediately after the surgery. Imagine, I mean, I know you are like this guy, like Superman has kryptonite, right? So sometimes you get a little nervous, right, Bob?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Imagine if you thought after like 2 weeks or 4 weeks or 6 weeks you made the wrong decision. I guess you blow up my phone.
I do blow up your phone, Steve. What are you talking about? I'm always texting.
So this video, Bobby, we're going to help people out there, and you're taking the torch from me, so this is a learning experience from you too. What do you do if you had a hair transplant and you wake up a week later, 2 weeks later, 2 months later, and for some reason think you went to the wrong clinic, the wrong doctor? That's not funny, right?
No.
So a little bit of advice for you. Number one on the list, do not panic. There's nothing you can do about it now, okay? That might be good or bad. Probably on the better side, because once these grafts are all in and they start to heal and they start to want to grow, you got to give it time anyway. So, you know, I know you don't want to hear this. When we feel that we need to fix something, we want to do it right away.
That's true.
Isn't that the case?
Yeah.
So what we don't want to do in a hair transplant is try to fix something right away. So number one, do not panic. Number two, what's number two?
I don't know, maybe call you, Steve.
Call me. Yeah, I'm always someone to talk to. And Bobby can tell you, right? And I'm not going to lead you down a stupid path. I'm not going to stroke your ego. I'm just going to be very calm for you, not for me. And I'm just going to help you. So you can also contact me. And the biggest piece of advice, got a couple more bullet points here. Number three is go back to your doctor. Your doctor provided you a service. You paid a fee for that. And this is, in my world, in my opinion, this is a lifetime relationship, right, Bobby?
Yeah.
If you called Dr. McGrath's office and said, hey, you know, I feel like I'm getting a little thin in the crown and I don't know what's going on, I'm on the medicine, you know, my money says that they would invite you in, they would take photos of you, they would sit down with you, they would go through the photos. That's called customer service. Yeah. There's no fee for that. You paid that fee, and it was a lot of money. So when you pay a fee for a service, this is something that is a lifetime thing. And that's another reason why you want to choose one of these, you know, independent doctors that's kind of a mom and pop that are in a facility. They're not roaming from city to city, and they're never around. They need to hear you and listen to you. They most likely will calm you down and let you know everything's okay. If they don't want to see you, guess what? It's time to hit the panic button now. You've got to seek a second opinion. So now you want to find someone who, again, if we made a mistake the first time, and it happens, we want to find someone who, again, is one of these board-certified doctors that's local to you, that has a really good reputation and has good photos and videos. It's almost like searching for a hair transplant all over again. But I will warn you, and this is very important for me to make clear to you, some doctors out there, I never name any names, they use these opportunities to prey on the weak and the emotional. And what I mean by that is, you know, you're going to a so-called expert, who I probably believe is an expert as well, and they're supposed to calm you down, they're supposed to take a look and give you an objective opinion. And what I've seen sometimes is they will tell you that it was done completely wrong. It wasn't done properly. It was you know, the complete opposite of what you thought, and hairs are going in the wrong direction and all this nonsense. In reality, what they're trying to do is tell you that for a fee, they're going to charge you, or they're going to do that service for you to fix this. And that's kind of like a setup. So I get a little nervous doing these videos and sending you down that path. You go in for a second opinion, and then you get told that your doctor was a hack. He didn't know what he was doing, and you did it all wrong, and you wasted your money, and oh, by the way, you got to pay this guy 3 times to fix it. Meanwhile, it hasn't even grown in yet. That's not cool. And sooner or later, I will expose some of these places. I can't do it right now, but there are out there, and just be careful, okay? The last thing I'll tell you, and this is also very important, is be very careful going online to these forums. I've done other videos. We've done other videos before. I don't want anybody get all upset with me, so I'm not even going to name any forum names, blogs, or whatever. But a lot of times, these guys are what I call snipers. They're out there trying to get a lead. They're trying to get your name and your email, maybe your phone number, that you've got a question. And the exact same thing I told you about the second opinion doctors. They're going to try to tell you the mistake you made was you didn't go to their doctor on their forum that they would advise you to use. Now, what you don't know is that person or that doctor that they're trying to get you to go to pays them a fee to be represented. That's kind of like a backdoor advertising site. You know what I mean, Bobby?
Yeah.
So I know you're too smart for that, but be careful. When you're looking for a shoulder to cry on, when you need some support, you can come to me.
Yes, I do it all the time.
And it really is all about just making sure that you stay kind of, you know, on point until the hair grows into the ear. The part that we talked about tonight about your surgeon that you had do your work that doesn't want to see you or will not see you, that's unacceptable. And then I guess it's kind of no holds barred. But what I don't want you doing is emotionally being weak and walking into a situation where now not only are you panicking and think you made a bad decision, but they make it worse out there. Last thing I'll say is an example. I was in one of the clinics around the country. Patient came in, watched the videos. These videos after he had a surgery. He finds out that he went to a plastic surgeon that bought a machine that didn't do the work. And he says to me, hey, I should have watched your videos before. What did I say to him? It's a month out. It looks like it healed up really good. I don't see any issues. I'm not going to sit here and say plastic surgeons that buy machines are now a choice for you to use. But I am telling you that I did not freak the guy out. I did not make him, you know, feel like he made the biggest mistake of his life. But what I did tell him is, we really won't know until another 5 months. I got photos of him that day, right? And then I said, come back in 5 more months, which is the 6-month mark, and we can take a look at it. Maybe we need to tweak something or adjust something. Hopefully everything is going to be okay. And from what I could see, and I'm not a doctor, but everything looked fine. And he needed very little hair anyway. The numbers that he had done seemed a little crazy for me. He needed just a tad on his hairline, and it was like 3,000 grafts, which made no sense. But that's a side note. The good news is I don't think any damage was done. Hey, for those of you out there, Bobby, right, that, Nizoral?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that, you know, we're trying to just help people with some products. Everybody wants products. Everybody's a potion and lotion guy, right?
Yeah.
I think I am too. Nizoral is awesome. A couple times a week, Nizoral is what you want to use just to keep your scalp in shape and your hair transplants in shape. I'm a big fan of this. I've been using this for years and years and years. You use this, Bobby?
Me too, all the time.
Nizoral, you can get it in any drugstore or supermarket or whatnot. So if you think you made a bad decision on your choice of your hair surgeon, don't freak out. Take it slow. Don't panic. Document with photos. And then let's talk about how to make sure you feel real comfortable. And I hope this helps you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, I guess we can do next time and just say, hey, the link's in the description.